Hello there and welcome. Adita Lang here, and in today's strength class, well, we are going to focus on a full body workout. With that said, you're going to need a pair of light weights and a pair of medium to heavy weights and also a mat. You'll also want water close by, take breaks you need to, and work at a pace that's comfortable to you. So as we get started, we will march in place. Now, think posture. Shoulders are back and down, chest is up. You're bracing from your rib cage, pulling in through the abdominals. And simply walk forward with a little heel dig and bring yourself back. Just moving the circulation, warming up the body. Up and again. Now this time, bring the leg out to the side and out. Inhale and exhale. One more. And side to side. Out and out. Just having a little fun with these moves. Nothing too serious. And back to center march. Now this time, think left leg, stepping to the side and come back into the center. Now as you step side, I want you to shift your weight into the left leg, picking up the right and out. Adding a little bit of a balance challenge. Four more. And 3, 2. Hold yourself here and turn to the side. Rolling up through the back foot, up and down. One more time. Hold here and lunge forward. Deep breath. Exhale. Now turn to the front, toes up, sitting down through the leg and pressing the tailbone back. And hold, inhale, exhale. And come to center. March here. So taking the right leg and step out and in. Once again, shifting your weight, lifting up the left, and using your breath as you go. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Turn to the side, roll through the foot. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Hold here and lunge. Now turn forward, toes come up, sit down into the right leg and hinge. Deep breath. Exhale. And come center, opening the arms wide and in, out and in. I want you to feel your shoulder blades connect and feel the stretch in the chest and shoulders. Now, left arm up, right arm down, other side. One more on each. And come center, interlace the hands, stretch the hands towards me, and release. One more. Stretch forward. And released. Are you ready to get started? Well, we have one more thing. It's kind of a primer, which I love to do. Feet are hip distance, arms come forward. Now squeeze the shoulder blades back and together and release. This works our rhomboids. They're in between the shoulder blades. And that little muscle is in charge of keeping us standing up straight without rolling our shoulders forward. So it's kind of important. Now, I want you to glance at your elbows. Make sure they're not bending. Make sure they're not opening. They're moving straight back and straight forward. 5 more. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Excellent. So let's take our medium to heavy weights. Coming up into a plie, so your feet are nice and wide. And here's what I'd like you to do first, is come down one time and glance at your knees, making sure your knees are right over your ankle mid-foot, but they're not pushing over your toes. Now from here, squeeze the glutes up and feel like you're opening and pressing your knees out as you go down and pull up and down. Now your feet are completely grounded, so all 5 toes in each foot is into the floor. Shoulders are back, chest is up, bracing from your ribs And inhaling one way and exhaling the other. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come center, bending the knees slightly. I'll go sideways, it's a better view. Bend the knees slightly and hinge forward and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Working your upper back, we call this a back row. Now the goal here is to maintain neutral spine, so you want to feel like your tailbone is pushing back and your chest is pushing forward. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come center. One more thing. Hammer curls. Weight goes up and down. Now think shoulders, keep them back. And keep your elbow in one spot as you're curling the weight. Using your breath. Up and back down. Press up and back down. Inhale and exhale. Use the breath. We have 4 more on each side. This is 1. And here's 2. 3. Last one. And 4. Excellent. Into a plie we go. One more round. Are you ready? Come down once. Make sure your feet are in the right spot. And then squeeze up through the glutes and open through the knees. Making sure all 10 toes are grounded into the floor. Your rib cage is braced. Shoulders are back and down. And you inhale one way and exhale the other. We have 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, taking the feet hip distance, small bend in the knee, hinge forward from the hip joint, and squeeze the elbows back. Feeling like you're connecting your shoulder blades, and then you release them. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up. We've got hammer curls. One last set. Shoulder blades are back and down, chest up. Trying to keep the elbow in one spot so you're not moving forward and back with the arm. Inhale one way, exhale the other. We have 5 more on each side. That's 1. Here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent job. Let's bring these weights down. This is a great time to grab some water. We're going to stay standing for a bit. Chest is up tall. I want you to find a focal point, or you can hold onto a wall or chair. Your goal is to really engage your left foot. Grab your toes into the floor, balance your weight on the foot. At the same time, pull your shoulders back and down, rib cage in, and rotate and center. Up and down, rotating from your hip joint. Inhale and exhale. Using your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wait, hold here, step forward. You're on your back toe, chest is up nice and tall. Now bend both knees down 90 degrees, keeping this knee right over the ankle, and then squeeze from the glutes up and press down and up. Focusing on squeezing from the glutes to pull you up, and the front leg controls you down. Shoulders stay back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up the other side. Are we ready? Balancing our weight, using all 5 toes. And rotate. Chest is tall, shoulders are back and down. Inhale and exhale. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward. Up on that back toe. Now bending both knees 90 degrees and squeeze up through the back glute. Front leg controls you down and squeeze up. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Using your breathing. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move the legs around. Guess what? One more round, just because we can. Sit up tall. Use all your toes. Leg comes up and rotate up and down. Shoulders are back. Rib cage is braced. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Five more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward. Up on the toes, bending both knees 90 degrees, and squeeze up. Using your glutes as you come up, and using the right leg to control you down. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Are you ready? Okay, I think we can do this. Chest up tall, balance the weight, and rotate. Shoulders are back. Using all your toes in the right foot. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back, chest up tall, and come down and up. Inhale, exhale. Control down. Last 4, 3, and 2. Now 1. Excellent job. Okay, time to put our mat down to the floor, still keeping all your weights. Get our mat down, ready to go. Unraveling. There we go. Now both legs out. Sit up nice and tall, big deep breath, and hinging from your hips. Hinge forward. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. We worked hard with those legs. Deep breath. Exhale. Now cross one foot over, inhale, and exhale. Pulling the knee up and giving yourself a little twist. And release, other side, cross over, deep breath. Exhale and hinge. And pull the knee up and twist. And one last thing, little butterfly stretch. Deep breath, exhale, hinge here. And bring yourself around. So let's take one of your lighter weights. Actually, we'll just place one on each side. Coming into all fours position, and I want you to back your knees up so you create a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Now think shoulder blades. It's just the same way we start in class with shoulder retraction, squeezing the shoulder blades and release. Squeeze and release. Full inhale, full exhale. Now, your rib cage is braced, which means it's pulling in the abdominal muscle. And you're breathing as you move. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring yourself into all fours, taking the weight. And here's the key. We have 2 knees and 1 hand on the ground, so we want to balance your weight on those 3 spots. The left arm, elbow comes in and reach forward and pull back. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Set the weight down, switching sides, so all 3 points balanced, and reach forward and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring yourself back into your position for your retraction. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Your rib cage is embraced. And squeeze your shoulder blades together and apart. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to all fours, centering your weight, elbow in, and reach and pull. Reach and pull. Five more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this time, I have another exercise to add in. Let's take both arms up, small bend in the elbow, and think only shoulders. Shoulders come up to the ears and back and down. Up to the ears, back and down. Inhale one way, exhale the other, back and down. Up to the ears, back and down. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. The other side. Balance your weight on all 3 points. Elbow in and out. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Setting your weight down. We'll get those away a little bit for our next exercise. But arms come up and shoulders up to the ears and back and down. Full inhale, full exhale. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Now, taking your weights, the bigger weights, bring those around. And actually, this is another great time to grab some water while you're at it. Then you'll come down sideways and bring yourself down. So we're going to start with the bigger weights. Start on top. Turn your palms the other way. Now take your knuckles, push them up to the sky so your wrist is very straight. At the same time, tuck your shoulders back as if they were retracted. Now, the rib cage feels like it opened up, so I want you to really brace your center, and then from there, open your elbows and come up. Feeling your chest contract as the weights come up. Inhale and exhale. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down, drop those weights. Taking the other weights, your smaller weights in hand. Now, kind of the same thing. Your shoulder blades are tucked in, your knuckles are up, so your wrist is very straight. Now bend the elbows right by the ears, or actually bringing the wrist right by the ears. I think that's better said. And inhale one way, exhale the other. So you should feel this in the back of your arms, your triceps. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring yourself down. Now, since we're here, hands behind the head. So I want you to lift your head up off the floor as if it's hovering. And from here, now I want you to feel the weight of your head settle in your hands. Now take your thought process into your rib cage. Squeeze the ribs so tight that they pull your upper body off the floor, and then allow the ribs to open and set you down. And squeeze up and back down, focusing on the ribs, closing and opening, without allowing your fingers to touch the mat behind you. So you're always going to stay hovering off the mat. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Are you ready? One more round. Starting with our chest press, knuckles up to the sky, shoulders into the mat, and open wide. Full inhale, full exhale. You have 3, 2, and 1. Taking those weights down, taking our lighter weights, knuckles up so the wrist is straight, shoulder blades back, and then bend the elbows and up. Trying to keep the elbow aiming up towards the sky the entire time. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Hands behind the head, hovering off the mat, so feeling the weight of your head in your hands. And now focus on the rib cage and squeeze tight and release. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Using your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Pull one knee into the chest. And take this leg up, pressing the tailbone into the floor, the heel up, and then pull the leg slightly to you so you feel the stretch right along the hamstring. And release. The other knee comes into the chest. Leg up, tailbone down, heel up, and pull the leg in. Inhale and exhale. And release. Taking both feet hip distance apart, slowly pull, taking both hands. Let me move these weights. They decided to get into the way. Okay, hands are by your side, shoulders back. Pull yourself all the way up into a bridge. So starting with the right leg, pull the knee in and bring it down. Now, I want you to focus on keeping the rib cage braced, hips up at one level without moving around. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try not to fall. Now come down. Come right back up. We have the other side. And lift and lower. Up and down. Rib cage is braced. Those hips are staying in one spot. You've got this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, both knees into the chest. Cross one foot over the knee, pull both legs in. Deep breath and exhale. And switch legs. Cross and pull those legs in. Deep breath and exhale. And release. Feet are hip distance. Up one more round. Pull up. Ready? Right leg. Up and down. Bracing your center, keeping those hips up in line. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, come back up. Other side, up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, pull the knees in. And bring yourself over to the side. Excellent job. We're done with these weights. Taking one leg out, big deep breath, and as you exhale, hinge forward and hold right here. Inhale and exhale, feeling like you're pushing your tailbone back and your chest moves up and forward. Toes to you. Now cross the foot over and press in. And lift up and turn. And release the other side. Deep breath and exhale and hinge. Again, inhale and exhale. And cross the leg over, deep breath, exhale, hinge forward. Now pull the knee in. And bring both legs in. Giving yourself a nice side stretch here. So as I extend my left arm up and over, I'm pushing my left hip into the floor to feel the full stretch and lengthening down the arm. Release, deep breath, and exhale again. And hold. And center, other side, up and over. Big deep breath, exhale, and hold. And come center, hands behind the head. Turning the upper body to the right, pulling the right elbow back. And come center, deep breath, exhale, other side. And again, center one more time. Go right. And center, left side. Hold. And come in, bringing your ear to your shoulder, pressing the opposite shoulder down. And release. Shoulder down. And now come center, both arms out and just rotating it around the wrist, trying to exaggerate the turn. So you're really pulling the fingertips back and around and up, feeling the stretch in the forearms the other direction, all the way around. And now bring the hands together, deep breath. And as you exhale, fingertips down, deepening the stretch in the forearm. Release, inhale, and exhale. And now interlace the hands, stretch the hands towards me. All the way up and back. And release. One more time. Interlace the hands, up and back. And release. Oh, and shoulders up, back, and around. All the way up and around. One more. Holding the shoulders down, take your head, look over to the left, and look over to the right. One more. Over to the left, and over to the right. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. Go out there, make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day, and of course, moving your body as much as possible. Until next time, bye for now.